Yeah. I was just listening to Spotify. I went to the hip hop category. Found some chill shit. Put on shuffle and
Hear you loud and clear.
this song came on.
We
All right.
Dan Rule. We live, baby.
Welcome everyone to 20-minute chats with Galaxy Boy and Sheesh. I think I fucking landed it. If you've been watching my podcast, I fuck up my intro every fucking time, and I got it this time, motherfuckers. Anyway, make sure to like, subscribe if you guys want to help out the channel, help out these artists and stuff. Let's build this platform. Anyway, got another special guest in the building. First off, I'm introducing him, my boy Gooty.
Yes, sir.
What's good, my dude?
What's good,
How you
bro?
doing? Finally in the flesh.
Finally fucking in the flesh. Finally get to talk one-on-one. I like this. I was watching some of your videos, actually. I caught the, I know Marcel, Dark World. I was watching him. Rest in peace to Masa Luna. I didn't know who he was. Respectfully, it wasn't he was an artist. I didn't know him. I never met him formally. I didn't hear about his music until he had passed, which sucks. But rest in peace to him. I watched that. I watched the your recent one that you just dropped. You forgot to do the photo lapse. I forget the name.
Oh, 7K.
Yeah, I saw his, and I've been watching what you've been doing.
Hell yeah, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
But no, just give people context how me and Gooty know each other. I think it's just Snapchat. I think that's how we
Social
formally
media
met.
for sure. Yeah, social media for sure.
Social media and Instagram and just tapping in with each other. I saw his music on there and stuff like that. But go ahead into we were talking about this interaction that I don't remember. But go ahead and give some context for the people.
So I walked in, and I apologize to Galaxy right now back in 2018, 19-ish. He was working at Ray's, and I used to live over at some house over by Davis. And I went over there to get something. I don't remember what. It was supposed to be a quick in and out. And I get to the register, and he's checking me out. And he goes, "What's up, bro? What's up, Gooty?" And I'm like, "What's up, bro?" And he's like going on about yeah, man, I'm just trying to go home and all this shit. And I'm like, all right, man. All right, that's cool. And I didn't know how to respond because, for one, he called me Gooty, and I wasn't used to that at the time. It was there was a lot of shit going on in my life for one back then, and then just music wasn't a big thing for me. I was really into it, but to be called Gooty in public was still hella new, and it still kind of comes across that way. But I've come to grow, used to it over the years. But it was like one of the first times, especially somebody being hyped to kind of meet me. I remember you were kind of hyped, and I was like, oh shit, okay. But I also walked out, and I was like, the fuck was that guy?
Yeah, right. And I think it just comes off of trying to be humble, and you don't. You never want to think of yourself as an idol or as this huge figure. You like to stay grounded as a person. You're like, hey, my name's Lupe. Don't call me that.
Yeah.
I'm a person.
I relate to that a lot with you ever heard that song "Another Night" by Mac Miller, where he goes, "People love me, they don't even know my last name." Sheesh. And I relate to that. My name is Gooty. I go by Gooty. My last name is Gutierrez. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I go by Gooty. It's Gutierrez. People know me. They don't even know my last name. I get asked a lot, bro. Why Gooty? Why is Gooty your rap name? How come this? It's in my last name, dog.
Gutierrez.
It just sounds hella catchy.
Yeah, no, that answers my question that I ask a lot of people is where do you get your name and your inspiration about that?
I did low key kind of steal it from one of my cousins, and I let him know too that we used to go to his baseball games a lot when I was in high school, and he would just be playing, and we'd go Gooty, Gooty, and I always thought that was kind of cool, but I also never thought music was a path for me at the time.
Yeah.
And then I chose to do music, and I was like, the fuck should I go by?
Yeah.
And that came to mind, so I was like, Gooty sounds pretty nice. It sounds catchy. It could go on the cover. People could remember it easy, so I figured that's what I'm gonna go with.
Oh shit! Did he ever call you out?
Thankfully not. Like I said, I did let him know, and I was like, hey, bro, I did kind of steal this from you, but you're not using it no more, so I'm going to go and carry on this little legacy.
Hey, hell yeah, bro. And, yeah, man, it's dope to see you. Fuck, I don't even know where to start. I got so many questions.
We can start from the beginning if you want to just,
Yeah, well, where's your inspiration come from? What pushed you to music?
All right. It's a long, deep story. So
go ahead, we got time.
While I was younger, as a kid growing up, I saw my parents argue a lot. my dad would get drunk and throw stuff around the house, run me and my mom and my sister out of the house type of stuff.
Damn.
And I was very sad, depressed, and very like, I questioned life a lot as a young age, which I feel like you shouldn't do, but it is what it is now. I was questioning why are my parents always fighting? Why is my dad always running outside the house? Why is my dad in and out of jail? I was getting bullied a lot as a kid too. I didn't have nobody. So music was a really easy thing for me to go to when I was getting in those feelings. So growing up, I listened to a lot of Pac. Jay Diggs was a big one. Lil Wayne, Drake, only because of like this era. You know what I mean? Things like that. Big Sean too. People don't really like to relate Big Sean to like some deeper meaning stuff, but his song So Much More, like that song's just so fucking amazing, man. It's not even rap the entire time. It's just a lot of talking. He goes something like, my grandma saw me in the newspaper for the first time and she told me, oh, baby, I guess you chose the right path. And he goes, yeah, I knew what I was doing. And that kind of like pushes me to what I do now. Because I do get told a lot, why don't you go to college? Why don't you do this? And I do want to go back. But for the time being, I'm going to work, get some money saved up, work on this music thing, make sure I'm set before I start chasing a path that's going to cost me a shit ton of money. So I'm working on that right now. As a young age, it was just coming from a lot of sadness. Again, once my middle school years hit, my dad was in prison all 3 of those years. Okay. Some shit happened, and I was getting bullied a lot back then too. And I'm a big guy. I get that. People like to push it, and they'll think he won't do nothing. I'm smaller than him, so it'll make him look dumb if he does. Which I didn't, but there were people that pushed their shit, and I started swinging on people a few times back in middle school just because they kept pushing shit. High school came around, my dad came out, but me and him started fighting a lot, and I don't know what it was with him. He'd always question a lot, like, oh, you think you're better than me? And I don't know if that's me being bigger than him and whatnot. Yeah. My dad's about 5'6", smaller guy. I'm about 6 foot.
Kinda
and
like that insecurity of him looking at his son.
Probably. And then, I don't know, he always thought that I was trying to prove him wrong. So there was a lot of headbutting back then. And then my senior year of high school comes, and I don't know if you knew him, Ruben Diaz, my uncle. He had passed from an OD.
Oh, shit.
So that hit hard for my family. And again, music was another outlet, but I also couldn't talk to nobody. Everybody around me was sad. It hit harder for some people than it did others. And so I started writing. That's where that came from. And I hate writing, bro. Like middle school, elementary, high school, I hated doing essays. I fucking hated it. I hated the organization, the exposition, narratives. You need to write like this, paragraphs. Stuff. I hated that shit, bro. It was the worst thing for me in high school, which is ironic because now it's all I really do.
Jeez.
So
full circle.
Exactly. So I started writing after that, and it's funny because I was with the girl and I tried hiding it from her from my phone because I was like, "This is kind of corny. I don't want nobody knowing I'm trying to like write raps." And she found it once. She goes, "What is that?" And I'm like, "None."
Yeah. Be like,
bro, one of the first raps I wrote when I started like to get into that was I got real political because Trump was a thing. So I wrote like a diss to like that Fuck Donald Trump song with YG and Nipsey. And that was like one of the first ones I wrote. And it was super corny. I don't remember how it went. But then when I started to take it serious, you know Dave Cerdafyed. Yeah. My cousin. We didn't meet, your cousin? We didn't meet till we were like 10 years old though. 12 years old. Yeah. He's my cousin. We actually live together now. So he's my roommate over at the apartment.
No way.
Yeah. So we linked up once, and I had written to. Have you heard "Sad Boy" by G-Eazy?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, so that was on his what was that one? I don't remember the name of the album. It was like 2015, 16 release though, and "Sad Boy." It was a sad beat. I related to some of this shit where he goes like, basically in that song he talks about how am I making it, but people still don't see what the fuck is going wrong. People say, how are you sad? You have music, you have money, you have girls, you have all this shit. And he's like, that came because of the sadness. Like nothing ever got fixed type of thing. Like I'm still working on it. It's great that I'm successful with it, but nothing ever got helped. I'm still in that same hole, still trying to write my way out of it. And that really helped me and get my way out of that depression that I was in, and Dave helped me revise that, and he was the one that really pushed me to do music and gave me all these tips and advice, and I still ask him for things like that now. I'm over at the apartment when we're writing and shit. So that's really where music came from. A lot of problems and stuff, and just it was an easy outlet for me, easy way for me to get everything off my chest when I didn't have any other way to. And communication wasn't a thing in my family. I don't know what it is in Mexican households, but there's no talking. There's no talking. Nobody can. You guys get mad, and then 20 minutes later, hey, you want to go outside and play basketball? That's just how it is, and it sucks, but it's cool at the same time because you grow bonds, but you never fix shit. You know what I mean?
It really is. It builds up tension and trauma within yourself.
It does. It does. But ultimately, music did come from that. And shout out Dave for really showing me the ropes, showing me how to do it. Because without him, I don't think I would have had the Mark Battles feature, opening for Mark Battles, opening for Mozzie, Trap Kid feature, people around the city, collabs, things like that. M Status. The M Status collab was huge for me, I think.
Yeah, so, I was about, since we're on that topic, how'd that come about?
All right. So, for people that have been watching my lives, I did admit to how that happened last night. Actually.
Oh shit.
So,
I
don't know.
People know.
I don't know if I got attention from M Status or something. I don't remember who added who on Snap, but somebody added somebody, and I was with an ex at the time who shit got real toxic. I'm not gonna put names out there or anything, but there was abuse on one end that ultimately went to both ends, and shit was just bad. And like that was a very toxic relationship I was in. Anyways, I ended up getting cheated on a few times, and I was fucking mad about shit in the way it ended. So she liked M Status. All she ever did was listen to the radio. So M Status was on the radio and shit, and I was like, man, fuck this bitch. And so I hit up M Status, and I was like, hey, bro, let's do a song together. Because in my head, I'm like, next time you hear this guy, I want you to remember that I have a fucking song with him.
Yeah.
So I hit him up, and he goes, yeah, bro, let's do it. And so I asked him, I found a beat, and I was like, hey, bro, can you rap? And he rapped. He was like, yeah, I can rap, bro. And so he took up the whole hook, he took up a verse, and then I spit my shit on it. I still think he did a little bit of his pop thing on it, but he did his thing. That's a dope-ass song. I love the way it came out, and that's how that came about.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's all it was.
Just a simple hit up M Status DM as
That's all
Spike.
it was. That's all it was.
Jeez.
It should be more difficult, I understand, but I got lucky.
That's wild.
Yeah, I hit a buzzer beater, you know what I mean? I had a contested buzzer beater shot from the corner behind the backboard. That shit's nuts.
That's wild. Also, you said a Mark Battles feature?
Mark Battles feature, yeah. I've had that since 2018, actually. It was one of my first, it was my first mainstream song I put on every platform, actually.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know.
Yeah. So you know who Mark Battles is?
Yeah.
So I've been following him since my senior year of high school. He actually followed me on Twitter first, and that's when he was still trying to come up. So he was just trying to get an audience, you know? So he was doing little tours and shows and shit, and he hit me up a couple times. Hey, bro, can you come to my show in Seattle? I see you're in Washington. I didn't have a whip at the time. And I'm like, bro, it's like 2.5 hours for me. I can't make it. And eventually it came to a point in time in 2018 where he had announced another tour. And I had my whip and everything. I had money. I was ready to go do stuff. Ultimately, I didn't drive to either of them. Like I had went with somebody else, but because he was hella cool about it. I said, "Hey, bro, can I bring these people with me? Yeah, just give me their names so I can put them on the list." So he got me and a couple homies in free. And I had tweeted. I said, "Hey, who'd be down to go with this Portland in the Shadow show with me?" Yeah. And he DMs me. He goes, "Hey, bro, you really gonna go to both shows?" And I'm like, I'm thinking about it. It'd be dope as fuck. And he goes, hey, bro, I'll make you a deal. If you can come to both shows, I'll let you open for me in Seattle next time I go. And I was like, say less. Let's fucking do it. So I ended up going to both shows. And, bro, the most pure person in the world. I got people who were with me that can confirm this. Mark Battles hops off stage, both shows, and comes next to me, puts his arm around me, hypes up the crowd with me, bro. Throwing merch straight at me, bro. I mean, it sucks. My dad stole it when he was going through his shit. I had a shirt my dad stole, but Mark Battles came up to me in the show and like hyping people up with me, arm around me and everything, bro. Can't
give you that cosign.
He's a fucking genuine person.
For the people, yeah.
Exactly. He had to go up to me and be like, "This the boy, this the motherfucker that came to both shows." And I don't know, it's fucking cool. It's hard to meet people that genuine. You know what I mean? Especially at that big of a platform. Especially now he has songs with Kevin Gates. I never met nobody with a song with Kevin Gates. I know Suave has a song with Gucci, but I don't know, bro. There's that platform that you reach, and it's just when you meet somebody that will DM you personally, that I have his number. I can shoot him a text right now if I want, shit like that. Like you don't get that a lot in this industry.
You don't
at all. It's hard, and it's cool. It's cool that he keeps in touch. It's dope as fuck.
That's wild, dude. That's
Yeah.
You know, there's no such thing as luck, you could say, but you're just in the right place, right time, and it could just be you. All it usually comes down to the person. You could have fumbled that easy.
I definitely could have.
You know, and it kind of becomes if you want it, and you as a something. I have people come in here and they could be the dopest artists, but if I don't fuck with their energy, then get the fuck out.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel it. I
And-
feel that.
And no, go ahead, go off.
When I was just talking to Dave about this the other day because I was nervous about this little like Q&A interview thing. So I was asking him, ask me a couple of questions, and he asked me something about who are some people you'd want to work with, and the answer I gave him was like, well, it really comes down to who's serious about their art, who knows what they're doing, and not just goes to a microphone and says the same shit and says the same thing they say on every song or sounds the exact same flow. I want to be able to get in the studio with somebody and be like, all right, well, what are you feeling today? I don't want to get in the studio with somebody and already know what kind of sound they have. You know what I mean? I want to get down to an artistic platform and be like, let's make some shit. Let's not recreate some shit. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
There's no recreate shit.
No, fuck
I like
no.
that.
I hate that
Let's
shit.
Create.
Exactly. And I try to keep that in my own music too. And there's some things where it'll sound the same here and there, but ultimately I try to improve my sound as much as I can. And I want to work with people that are doing the same thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Do you mix your own stuff?
I do. I've had some stuff mixed by the engineer. I've actually had two engineers. Marco locally, and then I've had a dude from the UK mix some of my shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
But just the mute tape has been done by Marco, and then a couple of my SoundCloud stuff has been done by the UK guys. So everything else other than like 9-10 songs is all me. And I make all my own cover arts and all that, yeah.
Dude, I fuck with you. I fuck with your energy. I fuck with just like the way you hold yourself. You hold yourself with very much not cocky confidence, but definitely I know who I am.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, I appreciate that.
But thank you for your perspective on things.
Yeah,
your energy.
appreciate it.
I know you want to fucking keep talking.
I do, bro. I love this.
Just come back another time, my brother.
Always with it.
And then when we, you will come back around for some more promotion, and this ain't gonna be the last time we see each other, brother. I hope not, man.
No.
But I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you too.
Fuck, I love your energy, man. We're still gonna talk after this.
I want to give a quick shout out to Ace, aka Louie, aka Louie Main, aka Luis Herrero, my homeboy down in Portland. I'm gonna see your ass tomorrow. I don't know when this gonna be uploaded, but I'm gonna see your ass tomorrow when you pull up. I'm excited about that. Shout out Dave, shout out Trent, shout out Mark Battles, shout out everybody that was there from the beginning, everybody that's been along this road. Because I was just talking to Dave about this, bro. This is like the next step in what my plan was. So it was make music for one, get some collabs, do some shows, get some promotion, which was my stuff was shared on Soulrific, and then this. So I appreciate you. This was the next step in everything that I've been planning, and I hope I can only go up from here. Appreciate it for real.
Yeah, bro. This is probably one of my favorite interviews, man. Honestly, like there's a couple, like it was flawless.
Yeah, I feel like I was fucking up the whole time.
Nah, bro. I started a little bit because I was listening. I was just like listening to you for a little bit, and I would stare at you, and then you look at me like, all right, what's next?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit! I keep telling you a story.
I mean, like we said, we got more. We can come back for round two, or
we can get Dave in here too.
Yeah, we can get Dave too.
Hell yeah!
It's just how it
I
goes.
appreciate you, brother.
There's a lot more to me than my music gotta show. Business ventures going down, but I keep it on the low. I'ma make you feel my vibe like you're sitting front row. I don't wear expensive shit, just Versace for my clown. Fishing for my dinner and I gotta reel it in. Authentic motherfucker, I'm the realest in the shit. Working on myself, that's idealistic. Getting deep with my words, I'ma make you feel me. Therapy session, man.